whole world knows the Oktoberfest in Munich. The little sister of the Oktoberfest, the Spring Festival, on the other hand, is known to few. The Spring Festival takes place in Munich for 2 weeks from the end of April to mid-May. It was only founded in 1965. This was a time when Germany was on the up again after the war. People wanted to party more and forget about everyday life. It's only a fraction of the size of the Oktoberfest, but it certainly has its charm. In addition to the usual fairground rides, there are also 2 big beer tents, not 14 like at the Oktoberfest, and as the Oktoberfest, the atmosphere here is quieter at midday and then it's party time in the evening. In addition to beer, there is of course also delicious Bavarian food. If you are in Munich at the end of April or beginning of May, you should definitely go to the Spring Festival. Here you can experience Oktoberfest Light and find out if the big sister is for you. What I find more exciting than the Spring Festival itself, however, is the supporting program. This year it began on April 25th with the arrival of the breweries and the tapping of the first keg. But the top date of the year for me is always the first Saturday of the Spring Festival. That's when Munich's biggest flea market takes place behind it. You can find everything here from large antique cupboards to the smallest curiosities. I actually buy something there every year, but even if you just stroll around the market, it's just great fun. Other antiques, most of which you can't buy, can be found on the next day, the first Sunday of Spring Festival. This is when the big vintage car meeting takes place on the Theresienwiese. Here you can find very old cars, tuned cars and quirky cars. I have filmed you a few impressions. But as I can't tell a Fiat from a Ferrari, so I'm not a gearhead myself, I can say less about it. But I think this day is great fun for car enthusiasts. So if you're watching the video when it comes out, you've already missed those dates in 2025. But the same thing will happen again next year. But this year there are still these dates. On May 2 and on the last day of the Spring Festival on May 9, there will be a big firework display. And on Sunday, May 4th, the day of the customs takes place, where you can admire many people in their traditional costumes and watch shows such as Gosselschnalzen and Schuhblattler and other traditional dances. There's not really much more to say about the Spring Festival, except perhaps to emphasize, especially for our American friends, that there is no entrance fee. If you think I have forgotten something important, please leave a comment. And here's my homepage and email address if you need a tour of Munich. Subscribing to the channel would, of course, also make me very happy. Until the next video, Philip.